Welcome to Football for Fun. Please hit the subscribe button below the video so that you can support the channel and we can crank out more content. Now, enjoy the show.
One topic we were actually ahead of, which we talked about, I think on the very first episode, before all these media outlets started talking about it, is that Derrick Henry could be on the trade block.
Yeah, we were on top of that. We said that before anyone else was talking about it.
Exactly. I think you were really on top. I think you were the one who probably brought it up. But I mean,
Yeah.
I like takes two to tango sometimes. But
yeah, I saw them release Taylor the One, and they released who else was it? Who they released?
Robert Woods,
right?
who's in Houston.
Yeah, I saw them release those guys, and I'm like, you know what? It looks like they're blowing it up. So Derrick Henry on the trading block?
Also,
yes, please.
Derrick has 1 year left on his contract, and they're probably not going to extend him. It would be very unlikely that they would. So, he could be on the move. I mean, not much else to add other than we were on top of it. So maybe we're somewhat legit.
Yeah. Yeah, we're reliable sources, guys. We know what we're talking about, obviously. Everything else I think we've been wrong about, but we don't have to talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, we still got a lot of ways to go, but good stuff. Staying in division, a news piece, which I mean, maybe it's not really that much of a news piece, but Calvin Ridley got reinstated, which I guess we expected. But it's also a good reminder that, the Jags could be very scary. If Calvin Ridley is just, a fraction or a portion of what he was in Atlanta, which was very good, then that Jags offense, Calvin Ridley, Christian Kirk, Zay Jones.
And their offense was already pretty good last season.
Evan Ingram, yeah, Trevor Lawrence, obviously, Travis Etienne. I mean,
yeah, they could be pretty scary.
Probably now, historically, the Jags, even when they made the AFC Championship, they're not very good. I can tell you as a Texans fan.
Yeah, they were built on defense that year. This is different.
This is a different Jags team. They have a Super Bowl winning head coach. Maybe if they just fill in some holes on the defense, then that could be a force for years to come. And as a Texans fan, it's hard to admit, but I think the Jags are the team to beat in the South for years to come.
Easily, yep.
Definitely.
They've done such a good job building that up over the past couple of years. Really. I mean, with Urban Meyer, that was rough, obviously. But then they go out and they spend a bunch of money in free agency. They get some receivers, like Christian Kirk and Zay Jones, surprisingly good duo. And now they traded for Ridley midseason. So they've done a fantastic job. Yeah, Evan Ingram too, right? They took a chance on him. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they've done a good job building. And as a Panthers fan, I hope we do something similar to that. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a Jaguars fan, then high hopes. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, you get the stamp of approval from a division rival who, I mean, I think really when you look at it, the Texans have won the division more in the past several years than the other teams. So, you get our stamp of approval. I mean, probably not saying much from a Texans fan, but historically it's been ours. I will say that proudly, but moving forward, it's probably the Jags division.
Yeah, and chat, I really hope the Jags get farther this season than last season. Same here. I'm rooting for them.
Exactly. I mean, I can't really as a division rival, but if they're in the playoffs and we're not, then I'll absolutely root for them. I was rooting for them against LA Chargers, partly because when there's some blowout, I always root for the comeback, but that was just kind of cool to see.
Oh yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome.
Down 27-0, and then they just came back. Chargers really choked.
The best part is everybody knew the Chargers wouldn't find a way to lose that.